So this is Krakow in spring. Sunshine, trees in full bloom, and that first warm breeze that seems to lift everyone's mood. And like any self-respecting European city, Krakow's answer to nice weather is simple. Grab a bike and go. Rental spots fill up quickly, bike lanes get busy, and suddenly the whole city is on the move. And watching it all, I felt like I was missing out on Krakow's full spring potential, but luckily, that was easy enough to change.
So I decided to rent a bike and have a little adventure around Krakow. Let's do it. So we are in Krakow, friends, and I believe it is the most beautiful city in Poland. When you are here, there are 3 must-see spots you absolutely can't miss. First up, Wawel Castle, of course. You can already see it in the background. But I suggest we ride closer to check it out, and we can also escape the wind along this beautiful Vistula river. So let's go. All right, there we go. First moments on the bike. First test drive. So far, so good. If I make it through this bike day without dropping my camera, I'm calling this video a success. Ooh. It's a walk with a bike. Just wanted to show you the castle from this perspective. Safety first. I am afraid of riding a bike and filming, especially when I am on the bridge. I was a little bit naive thinking they would let bikes inside. They do not allow dogs, bikes, I don't know what it is, guns, so we will keep moving on foot.
Kings and queens, battles and coronations. Wawel Castle has witnessed centuries of Poland's history unfold. This hilltop fortress isn't just important, it's the very heart of Krakow, where royalty once walked and history was made. And while you could easily lose yourself here for hours exploring the grand halls and towering cathedral, we're just making a quick stop for now. But here is a secret. The real magic happens at sunset. That golden hour glow over the Vistula River turns the whole place into something out of a fairy tale. I've been dreaming of watching the sunset from the castle. It was definitely worth coming back later, just giving you a sneak peek. But there is still more of Krakow to see right now, so let's keep moving.
So, for you bicycle geeks out there, let me tell you something about the specifications, what you get for your money. So I picked up the cheapest bike. It is less than $1 per hour. So I have brakes that apparently work. I have 7 gears, and I have a seat that will give you a serious butt pain if you ride more than a couple of kilometers. When I picked up this bike, a girl was returning hers, And a bike guy was like, "So, how was your ride?" She said, "My butt aches." So now I know what she meant.
And while my budget bike might not win any comfort awards, the cool thing about Krakow is you don't need to ride for hours to see the main attractions. What makes this city great is how perfectly compact it is. The old town and its iconic spots are only a short ride away. Everything is within easy reach. So far, Krakow has been surprisingly bike-friendly, with smooth surfaces under the wheels. Case in point, look where we're already. Next stop, zero effort. That's the magic of this place.
Spot number 2 is, of course, Krakow's main square. Some people would say it's actually number 1, but on our list it's number 2 today. So there is no specific bike lanes here, but people bike through the square all the time. I am trying to do the same. This is my very first time here on the bike.
The main square leads you straight into a maze of narrow streets in the old town, which, by the way, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I really just wanted to enjoy the beauty of these medieval streets, but I'll be honest, figuring out the cycling rules here was a bit confusing. Some parts are pedestrian only, others have limited traffic, and then there are one-way streets where bikes can actually go both ways. You are allowed to cycle in most pedestrian areas, including the main square, but cars are mostly banned, unless you have a special permit. Anyway, I survived the bumpy ride. Just take it slow and keep an eye on the signs.
The cobblestones of the old town shakes you up a little bit, but once you're out the old town, you naturally roll right into this park. Krakow's city center is absolutely amazing, but also pretty touristy. So let me take you guys to a hidden gem, a place that far fewer tourists visit. It's a secret lake that you would never guess is actually so close to downtown. So we're saying goodbye to touristy Krakow and we're off to the lake.
You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane, and it's bubbling over like sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. All day long, right or wrong, you question everything. Why the grass is green, can I stay up late, and why do bluebirds sing? Sometimes you cry your big blue eyes for no discernible reason. Your point of view, it comes and goes like the changing of the seasons. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane. It's bubbling over.
And we're having a quick stop to appreciate these communist-era monstrosities. Look at these guys, it is a bank. Wow, Bank Polska Kassa, and a bunch of Soviet-style apartment blocks. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that Krakow has so many of them.
Don't need Dolly or Chagall. You're like a miniature Picasso with your markers on the wall. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain. You're like a piece of heaven in a hurricane. And it's bubbling over like sweet champagne. You got your mama's sunshine, you got your daddy's rain.
Alrighty, it took me maybe 15 minutes and we made it to Zakrzówek Park, and here is a lake on the map. It was a city project to transform a limestone quarry into a recreational area for Krakow's residents. What a brilliant idea! What was once a neglected pit became a beautiful natural spot with a lake suitable for swimming. So I hope we escaped the crowds, but I'm not sure.
You know that feeling when you're just far enough from the city that everything changes. There were still people around, but mostly it was just trees and these crazy limestone cliffs, which are pretty common in southern Poland. Apparently, people actually train here for real mountains. If you had told me this was still Krakow, I'd honestly be confused. The ride in was surprisingly comfortable, and at first, cruising downhill felt like pure bliss. You can reach the lake from the beach side. It's pretty crowded, so clearly this place is no secret. And after spending some time by the water, I had a thought. I need to get to the top of those cliffs because the view from up there must be stunning.
All the uphills are killing me. I underestimated this area. I gave up halfway this steep hill because it isn't manageable for me to make it there by bike. So I guess this view was worth all the efforts. Wow, this quarry is gorgeous. The color of water is beautiful. We made it by bike. Alrighty guys, I returned my bike. I had to. They only work until 7. So now when I'm walking, I feel like I'm very, very slow. It was a pretty active and fun day on 2 wheels. I hope I won't soar tomorrow. So thank you very much for coming along with me. Hopefully I'll see you next time from Ukraine. So until next time guys, bye!